30 convicted felons get out of our local jails each week before their sentence is even up. But can new jails be built fast enough to keep these criminals off our streets? Tonight, News Channel 3's Nathan Baca has more on his exclusive months-long investigation into this possible solution for this jail crisis. Nathan.
We've talked to our local politicians, we've talked to national politicians, we've looked within Riverside County for answers, and now we've crossed state lines to find a unique and controversial way to keep convicts in jail.
A convicted drunk driver walks right out of jail and police can only watch him go free. Ruben Garcia only served 51 days of an 8-month sentence.
You get to see about 30 guys leave on a weekly basis. Just on Fed kicks. You see some come back a lot.
It's very frustrating. You know, since 1993, we've been under a permanent federal court injunction to release inmates when we get up into the 98th percentile of our capacity.
News Channel 3 went to Phoenix, Arizona, where one sheriff has a plan. Sheriff Joe Arpaio doesn't build jails, he just puts up Army surplus tents and lets the convicts deal with the outside elements.
It was 141 degrees inside the tents a couple of months ago, but our men and women, they're fighting for our country. They're living in tents, so it doesn't bother me.
We get an inside look at the Tent City Jail. As corrections officers escort us through, we see the convicts, many of them felons, in their bunk bed tents. The men get time to call their family and their lawyers. They walk around the compound to their on-site jobs, or just to keep busy. One inmate rakes the gravel as punishment for being caught with a cigarette.
It took everything away from the inmates in the tents and the other jails. They get no porno, no coffee, no salt, no cigarettes. They have to wear pink underwear, striped uniforms.
Yes, the men wear pink, partly to avoid the unusual problem of underwear smuggling, but also just because the inmates hate it. 500 of the 2,000 inmates here are women. They pass their time reading or inside the cafeteria, or in educational and religious programs inside the jail. The women get their side, and the men get their side. The two never meet. The corrections officers patrol the tents, busting up any gangs and keeping an eagle's eye open with a towering presence.
And as you can see right here, these mobile command posts provide a commanding view of the tent city.
One riot, that's it. They riot for everything. The pizza is cold, I can go on and on. That was in the tent city where they took some of my officers hostages, but I went in there, I negotiated with them. They wanted this, they wanted that, they got nothing. They got one toilet, I gave them a porta-john. That's it.
Arizona Sheriff Arpaio reacts strongly to these images coming from California jails letting out criminals early.
I get very angry about that, and that's why I put this sign up that shines 24 hours a day because I will never, never, never let anybody out early, or will I ever put a no vacancy sign up. That's a defeatist attitude. It should never happen. There should not ever be an excuse to let people out early or lock the door so they can't come in.
The vacancy sign remains on above the Maricopa County Tent City Jail. There is often no vacancy in Riverside County jails. This Arizona jail may be the solution. With thousands of local inmates getting out early each year, why don't we have Tent City jails already? Will they work in our area? We'll have part 2 of our investigation tomorrow on News Channel 3 at 11. Nathan Baca, KESQ News Channel 3. Back to you.
I look forward to that. Thank you, Nathan.